I'm Christopher J. Merritt from Moultrie, Georgia. I voted in Archerville. That's where my precinct is at. So I walked in at 5:45 estimated time to cast my vote. And then when I walked in, I showed my license. They slipped it into the slot and they looked and they said, Christopher J. Merritt. I said, yes. He said, you have already voted. A gentleman came in around 9:30. I said, there's no way. I'm Christopher J. Merritt. So they said, give us a second. They looked it up and he had used my absentee ballot, which I have never requested an absentee ballot. I did receive 2 ballots at my business, and then I received 2 more at my house. So that was a total of 4, but I did not request. I did not fill out. I threw them away, and because I knew I wanted to walk in and cast a vote. And when he used my absentee ballot, they allowed him to cast a vote, and then he had to sign a card claiming he was me. So the representative of Archerville came over. They looked up in the computer system. They did not understand exactly what had happened. So then he made a phone call, the representative of Archerville. When he was on the phone call for 6 to 8 minutes, he put the phone up to his chest. They looked and said, well, Christopher Jackie Merritt has not voted. And when he put the phone up to his chest, he said, would you be willing to vote on your behalf of your dad? And I said, no. I went outside and made a phone call to my father to ask, had he voted? My father did early vote. He walked into his precinct, and when he walked in, they gave him a hard time because of his absentee ballot he did not bring in. They said to him he would not be allowed to vote due to him not bringing his absentee ballot in to be shredded. One thing about my family, we have never voted absentee. I think my mother done it 1 year, but no, we never vote absentee. We always walk in. Now we do early vote. My father does early vote because he's older and he doesn't like standing in the lines, but I normally vote on November 3rd. They, I guess you can say, thought he requested an absentee ballot, and they argued with him. He did, after arguing, get to vote. So when he voted, he thought it was secure. 1 week later, on November the 3rd, I walked in to vote. They looked me up and they noticed that not both, but my dad had not voted. That's when they said, hey, would you be willing to vote for your dad? I walked back in. They did not understand. They seemed confused, but they wanted me to still accept to vote on my dad's behalf. And they did not really have a clear and precise answer. Just that was the only answer they could give me. I said no. So then the representative of Archerville went over to the side of the building, got on his cell phone, come back after about 5 to 6 minutes. Then he said, only thing I can give you is a provisional ballot. He let me fill it out. He stapled a disclaimer card on it, and that's how I got to vote. So when I got home, I posted a small, brief text on my Facebook. I received quite a few Facebook messages, private text from people that I knew, from people that knew me, and people that I did not know, saying, hey, I saw your post. Let me tell you what happened to me. Based on that night, from what we noticed and just friends telling us and people private message us, 75 to 100 people experienced, we think, the same voting fraudulent absentee ballot. And some of them didn't even get to vote because of the absentee ballot. I could not figure out in a small town, why did they allow the fraud of my absentee ballot without my license? I still can't figure that out either. And I have voted at that precinct at least 9 to 12 times. I walk in, I never use my absentee ballot. I always cast my vote. I mean, I was told to vote for my dad. Someone didn't show the license, but used my absentee ballot. And then my dad got argued with about his absentee ballot, which he never requested. So again, it's all bizarre. And that's it.